Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a quick little case study on AUD and this buy that I'm potentially looking to get into for a quick little scalp opportunity and potentially a swing opportunity, which I will get straight into. So starting off on the 4-hour time frame, we all know that we're looking to sell in our areas right here. So we have our extreme point of interest, which is very unlikely, meaning that the odds of price coming all the way back up to here and selling off isn't too high. Most likely these two levels are going to be our zones of interest. So we know that long term it has to go up. Now some more reasons why it has to go up is, because we have this POI, we have liquidity here, and then secondly we have imbalance here. Now imbalance isn't used, sorry, my mic's in my mouth. Imbalance isn't used to like say, okay, I'm gonna enter right here because there's imbalance. Imbalance just tells you that price might make a run towards this next area over here. Think of it as liquidity. If there was liquidity like over here, you would say, okay, price has to come up and take it out. So it's the same concept with imbalance. All imbalance really is just telling you that price has to come back up to that area to mitigate it. So it's a type of liquidity. So we know price has to go up. Now on a higher time frame, we did see some type of wyckoff happening. We saw this, the PS preliminary support, the selling climax, the automatic rally, the secondary test, and then kind of, I guess you could say, this is like your SOS, sign of strength. Alright, not necessarily this would be your SOS because we didn't really break any structure or strong structure, but we still had that nice bullish momentum push, right? Where is the SOS? Okay, yeah, it's supposed to be there, but yeah, so maybe this isn't the SOS, but yeah. And then you have your secondary test in phase B, and then this would technically be the spring. This last move down would be the spring. Now inside of this, bigger time frame wyckoff, there's more wyckoff happening. So what I did is I zoomed into this area where price consolidated and pushed up. And all I did is I just looked at the 5-minute and I just tried to find wyckoff. So this one was pretty hard to spot because it was pretty like dirty. Like it wasn't too like clean, if you know what I mean, right? There's a lot of like choppiness going on, but the PS is the last preliminary support, meaning the last support, the last amount of buy side pressure before a major sell-off that's followed by a major buy move up. So technically this is that last pullback right here, followed by a major sell-off, followed by a big buy opportunity back up. So this is my selling climax. The automatic rally is just the finish of the selling climax, and this is the secondary test where the market pushes down to retest the area of the selling climax. Now after that, price did break below this, so technically you would say this is your STB, whatever, but there was liquidity here. Nonetheless, there was liquidity, so equal lows right here, which was our STB, and we know that price has to break below this level in order to capture all that money. So I waited for that money to get captured, which happened right here. This move took all that money, and right after the ST in phase B, you're followed by a spring right here. Some might say, why does this one have a this one doesn't have a spring while this one does? It's just because there's different types of wyckoff accumulation schematics. This one in this case doesn't have a spring, but it's the same, and this one does. In this case we have the type 1 schematic, which is the one with the spring, and we can see after the spring we see a major move up that broke a ton of structure. So we have a major move up that broke a ton of structure. So looking at the 4-hour time frame now, what I found is that we have this last bearish candle before that move up. So this is a good possibility for us to get in for the buy, because obviously this is an order block, this is an institutional candle. Now we have wyckoff by our side, which means that our OB was also the spring. It swept liquidity here, so that's 2 confirmations. So let me just write this down for everyone to make this a little bit more cleaner. So, and this isn't even a big zone, that's like 15 pips, 14 pips, not bad. So first things first, confirmations. I just woke up, so I'm a little I'm a little slow right now, but yeah, confirmation. So first confirmation, we have IPA/imbalance resting above. Second confirmation, OB mitigation because price has to go all the way back up to mitigate those OBs, which gives price a precedent in order for it to go up. Third confirmation, Wyckoff. Right, we have Wyckoff accumulation. Fourth confirmation. Right, fourth confirmation, we have OB that swept LQ. Right over here, we have liquidity, equal lows, and the OB swept it. So this is a total of 4 confirmation. Fifth confirmation, BOS. Right, we have tons of breakup structures right here. Tons of breakup structure right here. Right, we have a ton of confirmations right now. So this is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 confirmations. Another confirmation, session times. We swept London session liquidity and pushed up. Right, so we see that sessions is buyer side as well. Session LQ grabbed. Because think about it, when I talked about the theory of sessions, my main point was it's telling you a story. London consolidated, New York consolidated, Asia took it out. AUD is most likely to be most volatile near the Asian session, right? Because AUD. So Asia session takes out the liquidity. Now what's left? If it took out the London session liquidity already, then why does it have any other reason to go down? Well, the truth is it doesn't have any more reasons to go down, and now overall the story is over. This was basically the storyline where there was liquidity. He took the liquidity, or she, they took the liquidity, and then price went up. The reason it went up is because it has no more reasons to consolidate inside of this area. So we have that. Now if I also take my Fibonacci, which I will do that right now, and I highlight this up to this, we can see that our point of interest is inside a discounted level. So this is even more confirmation. Fib level. So discounted fib level. Now I was thinking about entering, or not entering, but I was also thinking about focusing on this point of interest right here. Let me see if I can find a clean OB. Yeah, so I was thinking about entering on this POI right over here, because this is a pretty good opportunity for a scalp. We did get that BOS, but this is improbable. The more probable situation is price will come back down here, but these two levels are still possibilities for AUD to make a run above towards the next high. So that could be from here up to like here. That could be a 75 pip move, or even more. That could be here to here. And if you're trying to swing this, you can hold it from this point up to this point, which would be 274 pips. So overall, we have a good understanding of why we want to see price go bullish and why price needs to go bullish, right? And that's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 confirmations for this trade alone. So when I say take the best possible, most probable trades, that's what I mean. Take the setups that have the most confirmation and take the setups that make the most sense. Most likely some setups you do take, they won't make sense to you, right? Like, what chart are you looking at, dudes? Sorry, I was reading the Discord. But yeah, so some of the setups you guys take, it might look good. Like for example, this move right here in itself doesn't have too much confirmation, so I wouldn't really take this one. Well, if I do take this, I'd wait for more confirmation. But this one in itself has a ton of confirmation, so I'd be taking this move regardless. Right now, you could also say that another POI for you to focus on is this LPSY. It is, yeah, it's pretty untested, I guess you could say, but highlight this OB right here, take the entirety of the OB, because it has more wick than body. Or if the wick to body is like the same ratio, then you can take the entirety, but you can refine it down here. It is untested. And yeah, so you could also be focusing on this level, and this is still in our blue fib zone. So we have two potential POIs for our AUD/USD buy side opportunity. So yeah, that's basically what I'm seeing for AUD/USD right now. Let's see what ends up happening. And for the people that are saying, how do you scalp, well, literally, let me just show you what you do when you're scalping. Let's say you're scalping and you want to scalp on like the 3 minute, right, randomly, the 3 minute time frame. Let me show you what I mean by scalp. All right, price is moving bullish, right? You see higher highs, higher lows. Right over here, higher highs, higher lows. Right over here, you see a break of structure. Okay, all you do is you wait for that break of structure of a previous higher low, and once you see that break of structure, look for the open of the IC candle that caused that BOS, and then just target the next low. That's literally how it is. And right here, another example. Well, see, this is where structure comes in. So you can see that right here we have a high, higher low, and then we just start ranging, right? We just kind of just start ranging. And then price comes back down, creates a new high, higher low, equal high, and then price breaks out. So we break out of here. This was that last higher low, or this was that last higher low, and price broke out of it. Once we broke out of that higher low, price came back to retest it. Now right here, price created another one, created this new high, lower low, meaning we broke this previous low. Price comes back to the original area right here and then sells off. Now obviously you'd be targeting the next low, and in this case, well, guess what, there's liquidity here, so most likely you'd only want to target the liquidity area, which is right over here. So remember, it all depends on what type of setup you're looking at and how probable it is, and yeah, it's how probable it is, because not every setup will give you the same setup. So literally you're just supposed to wait it out, and this is not a break of structure. This is not. Try to stick to the swing point highs and lows like this. You have a high, a higher low, a higher high, right? If we get a break of structure of this, that's when you can potentially look for that retrace up to here and sell. Or to make it even more simple, just look for your discounted levels and look for the buy. So take that buy right here, wait for price to come back down on one of these levels, take that buy. There's liquidity here, right? I'm not even gonna take this, but I know for a fact like this will probably play out, because I don't know. But yeah, like that's literally how you scalp. It's really simple. So even on XAU USD, it's kind of different on gold, but more or less it's the same thing. Literally it's just the same thing. You just gotta be patient. So yeah, that's basically 80 USD and a little scalp, or how to scalp. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna post this now, and yeah, let's make some money.